We are taking your calls. Joining me right now is a very special guest. It is Jill Harper Smith joining us exclusively tonight. She is the niece of Michelle McNeil. Jill, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome, Nancy.
You know, Jill, I've spoken with several of Michelle's daughters, and they are convinced their father murdered their mother. This is a very, very, very different thing to take in psychologically. Usually, children will do, even adult children, anything to escape the fact that one parent kills the other. What, if anything, did you observe about Dr. McNeil, Martin McNeil's behavior?
Well, he was always just really cold and not a part of what was going on, kind of aloof, at family functions and everything like that. And, I'm close to all my relatives, but I've never been close to Martin, and I've never felt, he's been really cold.
With me, Jill Harper Smith, also taking your calls. She is Michelle's niece. Jill, isn't it true that after Michelle's death in the bathtub, Martin McNeil tried to give away their adopted child?
Yeah, that's true, Nancy.
What happened?
Well, after Michelle died, and it was routine for me to go visit all the adopted children, Giselle, one of his daughters, wasn't there and around, and later we learned that she was in the Ukraine, and I took off by myself and went to the Ukraine to bring her back so that she could be a part of our family again.
How old was she at the time McNeil sent his adopted daughter back to the Ukraine?
16.
You know, and everybody wonders why Russia is calling off Russian adoptions. Did you say she was 16?
She was 16.
I was hoping that she was one of the younger children and that she would not really understand what her father had done, not ever have to know her own father sent her back. What was her reaction when you found her and got her in the Ukraine? What was her reaction? Did she realize what had happened, that her father gave her back?
Yeah, she did, Nancy. I talked to her on the phone before I flew out there and had asked, what the deal was, and she said that she was under the impression she was going for a vacation. She had a small backpack of clothes with her, and Martin was supposed to be in contact with her and never was, and so I just simply asked if she wanted to be back here, and she just started crying and was really upset and really just wanting to come home. The situation there was terrible, and I wouldn't have been able to imagine it except for that I was there for myself to see where she was living and where she was staying, and she was just really excited that she would be able to be back in Utah and be a part of the family again.
With me is Jill Harper Smith. This is Michelle's niece. So she didn't realize until you got there to bring her back that Martin McNeil had tried to dump her back in the Ukraine and basically null and void the adoption?
Right. Well, I think she realized it after, a couple of weeks had gone by, but she didn't, there was no contact between her and, anybody. And so there was no way for her to come back. She believed that she was being told the truth, that she was there on vacation, and it was a nice gesture by Martin to be able to let her go and, kind of be around her biological sister and everything. But it was all just part of his plan.
Why did he do it, Jill Harper Smith? Why did he want to get rid of his adopted children? Why did he do this?
Well, he actually ended up in federal prison as well as Gypsy Willis for identity theft, and basically they had a scheme to take Giselle's identity from her to clear Gypsy's name from debt that she had accumulated.